Hello again, everyone. I'm Nesbit, you're the People of Skyrim. Right, let's get on with this. This is the continuation of the TPOSC mod pack streams. We're getting game. Okay. Bear with me 1 second, folks. And if anyone's there, I take it you can hear me okay. If you have any sounds, if you can't hear the stream, or you can't hear my voice, or one or either, let me know, okay? Let's get on with this. Okay, we're going to continue the testing for exterior. Oh, what's going on here? Oh, sorry, just look come out a minute, folks. I just repeated the same thing, and that's not what I wanted to do. What I wanted was... Hello, thanks, Jack. I'm just getting up. Bear with me a sec, mate. Exterior EFSP. Okay, I just copied that ULR and for some reason it didn't. Okay, so we are testing okay, that's better. Right, thanks Jack, thanks for that. Right, let's get in game then. Okay, a catch up to yesterday's stream. Picturesque is gone for now. I'm starting a new game. I've updated the patch, the exterior frames per second patch and frames per second boost for TPOSC around Folkreath. I've tested it this morning. It seems good. Actually, hold on a minute, folks. I just realised this. Everything's really quiet. Oh. Okay. Okay, so yeah, so today I'm going to continue the testing of the exterior frames per second improvement patch, okay? The LODs have been updated. Hooray, look at that. I got rid of Picturesque because it was mucking around with my distance LODs a bit. I'm glad you can hear me loud and clear. Thanks for that, Jack. Thanks for your images as well, your Skyrim images. They look really nice. I really like the Guardian Stones pick. I thought that was really nice too. And the tree one that I put at the beginning of the video, I thought it was very sort of old fantasy sort of style. I really like that one as well. And to everyone else that shared their images and their screenshots with me, thanks very much. So again, if you're joining this stream, we're testing the People of Skyrim mod pack, okay, and the ENB preset that I'm working on, and most of the patches are all sorted now. And now I'm testing a patch for exterior frames per second. Now I haven't got anywhere near to completing this patch, folks. Okay, it's still very early days, so we're probably going to see anomalies. But right at this moment in time, what we're doing... So I just put my frames per second on now. And I notice it's a little bit darker in this game now. So I'll have to do some more edits probably. Well, I will do for the ENB, but it still looks nice. I like it. What time of day is it? 3:03. So we're coming into the late afternoon. We're the last seed as well. So maybe that's okay. Okay, so let me know what you think. So let's check these frames. And it's when we're going back down the hill, Jack said yesterday. one of the TPOSC users, said that with exterior frames per second, they had performance issues coming into Folkreath. We confirmed that. Now we're going to test and see if it's any better. I've obviously tested outside of stream, and yeah, I mean, it was good, you know. And even though I'm streaming here, and I'm also running at 1080 at 60 frames per second in the stream, and I've got everything loaded up, we don't seem to be losing. We have a slight fluctuation in the frames, and that's going to happen as you pivot and turn, but you know, they're not holding in any great way. So okay, so there you go. That looks pretty good, folks. Yeah, that looks good. Now, just saying, you know, you're going to see a frame fluctuation, sorry, as you pivot and turn, because of LOD's distance and all the rest of it. But like I say, there, the frames aren't dropping, and they're not, you know, staying, you know, at 45, 50, whatever. They're all staying around 60. So I think the exterior frames per second looks okay. Looks okay for Folkreath now, because I also carried on through Folkreath and up through the hill back towards Half Moon, and I turned and faced the village, and that little bit of drop that I noticed from the previous work in the patch has gone as well. So fixing the bit on the hill there has helped the whole village, or the whole town. Okay, and again, this is going to be a long drawn out process, I think, folks. It's going to take a lot of work to patch up for exterior frames per second in TPOSC. Well, hopefully it won't take too much, but I've got a dreadful feeling that it might take a bit more than I thought it was going to be. Let's just listen. Okay, it's not holding there, it's just fluctuating, so that's okay. I can live with that. That's nice. Okay, that's nice. See, I don't mind actually this more low light gaming experience. I like it. I mean, I've sometimes find myself becoming a little bit torn about what I actually like and what I think the community would want. And I think really at the end of the day, all you can really do is produce what you like and go with that, because you're always sort of being pulled about in all sorts of directions otherwise. So yeah, and again, you know, I might depending on the sort of performances I get, I mean, what I'm saying is, what's important here, folks, is locally I've had very good performance. Now, of course, I'm in stream now, and the graphics card is doing all the streaming for me as well. So you know, I'm not going to get the same sort of performance that I'm going to get locally. So I'm just bearing that in mind when I'm seeing the few fluctuations here, like 55 in here. I didn't see this locally this morning. I'm running it, like I say, 1080 by 60 for my stream upload. And like I say, I've got high performance textures here, mountain textures, landscape, so on. A big E&B preset that I have edited and reduced a little bit. But anyway, let's move on now and let's check the rest of Folkreath. And what we're going to do as well is we're going to go back to Winterhold, because I was talking about Winterhold yesterday, and I thought there'd be some plane markers for exterior frames per second, or exterior frames boost, sorry. I thought there were some plane markers behind some mountainous areas or behind some textures, and when I looked in the CK, they wasn't. And what I found was, or what I think it was a flat plane marker that was laying across the landscape of Winterhold. So I need to check Winterhold to see if I fix that up, because I haven't checked it yet. So, and actually, I think that's what I'm going to do now, because we're just going to try the half moon. There's a drop around here, but again, you know, I'm sort of, let's just because I did play around with. Doesn't make much difference, I don't think. No, I'm going to leave all that on, I think. That's not going to make much difference either. I'll just leave that for now. Very nice. Okay. Let's go on up to the half moon. I might just check around here. I don't know if that's just being in stream or whether there's a plane marker here that's affecting performance and that drop there. We'll see. I'll check that out as well. I think I got most areas of what we traversed yesterday, but unfortunately I haven't got round to checking those areas, so I have to do it. I thought I might as well do it in stream with you. You can see where we're at. But this is rather nice actually. I'm rather liking what I'm seeing here. The sun's going down, it's getting low in the day. Oh, sprigging. I think I'll just get to the half moon. I don't particularly want any combat right at the moment. Just want to focus on the E and B here, what I'm seeing, and the performance of the game. Again, you got any questions, feel free to ask, okay? Right, the half moon. Let's see what's going on here. Oh, there's a big drop round here. So, bear in mind what I've just learned about Folk Reef. I'm gonna explore yonder towards mountain there in the background, and see what's no. But I've done behind me. I've done all this, and this is okay outside of stream. I've checked this a few times now, so I'm gonna head towards that mountainous region that that I was looking at a second ago, because I think that's. I think there's a plane marker around here somewhere that's still interfering with the half moon area. As I said, folks, I think this is going to be a painful process. I'm hoping it. Well, I'm hoping it's not. I hope I get lucky, and that, like I say, it isn't as bad as I fear it's going to be in terms of patching the exterior frames per second mod with the exterior frames mod with TPOSC. But yeah, I think I've got a. I wonder if there's one around here, maybe around this stream, underneath the mill. It could be, because this is, I'll have to check that out. So that's just another place to check out. Time of day, okay. Getting on the 6. This makes me laugh. With the E and B collisions for grass, and when horses are stomping on it, it's always moving. It's funny. But there is a big drop here, so there's probably a plane marker here actually. Look at this. I reckon they've probably got a plane marker around here that I've got to look at. It's pulling a bit as well. I'll tell you what, let's just turn off the E and B a minute. Okay, so with the EMB off, we're getting 60 frames. You would imagine if it was a plane marker, right? Oh, I tell you, it looks terrible, doesn't it? God, compared to that EMB. There could be a plane marker here. This is complicated because there may be a plane marker here that affects performance, right? And it might just be more noticeable because I've got the EMB on and I'm pushing the graphics card. I'm in stream. I'm running it 1080 by 60 for the upload. In outside of the stream, it just may not locally. It just may not be affected. But either way, I've got some investigation to do around here. Look, it looks so different, doesn't it? The quality is just so different. Dear me. But yeah, there's still a pool here. That's annoying me now because I've spent a bit of time around this area. Anyway, there you go. Nothing I can do about it. I can only fix it up. Let's just see if I've not got. I haven't stuck something on in my settings, have I, or changed something up that I've forgotten about. Oh, by the way, the EMB input, I checked it out for this version of Skyrim AE, and it needs to be updated. It's not working with the current version of Skyrim. I've got the updated address libraries as well, so Jack, so yeah. Well, unless the card really struggles, I'm going to leave all this on. I've got enable water off, and I've got that off for a good reason. I'm going to talk about that later on down the line in a separate video, because things have changed for me with water for by enabling that in terms of performance and what it does. And I've got some more investigation to do, but I'll come back to that at a later date. That's a big one, normally, although that's not. Yeah, it is. Yeah. Well, anyway, leave that one off for now. Well, I like this. When I'm not in stream, I can stick on reflection and a couple others, and I don't lose my frames. But of course, I've got to be realistic with the stream. And even still, look around this area. Yeah, nah, I think that's just like I say while I'm running. In terms of the increased OBS settings for my for the stream that I'm uploading. Sorry, I'm drifting a bit there, folks, babbling a bit, thinking about things, just trying to work things out, thinking what I need to look at, where I need to come in for this patch. As I say, I think it's going to be a bit of an effort. Anyway, let's get on with it. I want to get to Winterhold in a sec, okay? But again, there's nothing major, because again, if there was, the NPCs that spawn there would be standing around, or there'd be other issues. And again, this is why I rate exterior frames per second, exterior frames per second mod, the performance mod, and another one, because when you're running an EMB, when you're running mods like Matthew's Trees, when you're streaming, from my point of view, it's made a huge difference. I just need to patch up for it now, and it should be well away. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to continue towards let's go towards Whiterun, actually, because what I haven't tested is this road in a while. Let's just save up as well. Oh, and I also added some more exclusions to my antivirus program as well, because I was noticing when I was starting up SKSE, the antivirus was performing, and using a lot of power, so it was sort of fighting or checking the SKSE startup protocols. So yeah, I put an inclusion for that as well, so the antivirus leaves that alone, as well as my EMB files and stuff like that. Because I'm sort of figuring, well, if it's mucking around in scanning, then maybe those files don't write properly or can cause in-game problems as well. I don't know if that's the case, but it's just a thought I had, so I added an inclusion to there. Look, and again, it's not hanging. What I'm saying is, I'm looking at the frames per second here, and they're. I tell you what, I think LuxVire as well has added some new stuff to his mod. Because I'm seeing things that I'm sure I'm picking up on stuff that I haven't seen before. But anyway, there you go. But nevertheless, considering what I'm running and being in stream, I'm still happy with his performance. It's pretty good. Again, I have to check the Tundra for planes that have been placed by the exterior frames mod. But I do like the EMB preset that I'm seeing. I do like this darker sort of setting, and I'm going to stay with this now. I'm not going to muck around with this because I like this. I think this is really nice. Did a bit more editing yesterday after removing again 55. I suppose that's not bad. I mean, I don't know what I'm moaning about really. I'm in stream. I'm running a hell of a lot, and I'm worried about a few frames. But I suppose the point is, are those few frames that I'm losing there, like to 49, There's a plane marker here. I know that. I can feel it. That's really heavy. That's, you know. So 60 there. So somewhere around here. There's a plane marker or two from the exterior frames mod. So need to look into that. I imagine there's going to be stuff around here by the tower. Oh, look at that. Ooh, pretty. Okay. Oh, Spriggan. Oh, this would be nice actually to see how. Oh, oh, look at that. That's a hell of a pull there. Wow, that's really heavy. Here is really heavy, folks. Definitely got stuff going on here. Nice. So yeah, just to let you know, I'm obviously still building. Oh, I'll just wait till I finish this. It's loud. So yeah, if you want to, if you're new to the stream or you join me at any stage and you listen to this, folks, and you're wondering what I'm doing, as I've posted in the comments box, and in the chat box, you know, the TPOSC mod pack is pretty much done now. All I have to do now is build this patch and complete this patch for the exterior frames mod that helps frames per second, and it's a real good mod. I just need to do some patching for it. Okay, and that's going to take a bit of time, a few weeks, maybe a week, just simply because of, you know, how big TPOSC is and how many planes markers that mod adds, and I have to go through the whole of Skyrim. But this looks lovely. This is more like it. I'm not going to muck around. Actually, I think I've sort of made my decision with this EMB, folks. This was pretty much my final EMB. And what I did was, because I wanted to create something really unique, I thought I'd try Picturesque, or the part file of Picturesque that the author allows other people to use. There's a big, well, not a big drop, but there's a drop fluctuation around here. Check that. So yeah, I tried it, and it did add something for sure, but it didn't quite work out with my current setup. And being that I worked so hard to get this the way I like it, you know, I think I'm going to stick with it. You know, I think the light reflects well. The light sources reflect well in the exterior, is what I'm saying, at night. The sky looks great. It's a real nice touch to the night sky. So yeah, I think I'm going to leave this EMB setup as it is. It's pretty much there because the interiors are great as well, and I don't think I really need to muck around with it. I just think 55. Thanks, mate. I hope that would be nice. I hope so. Yeah. I mean, you're right. There are some wonderful EMBs out there. Some real nice ones. I do see that moon as well. That's what I like. I really like that. I like that contrast you see of shadow and light, and especially at night. You know, in darkness, and that's going down. That's lovely, actually. Why am I not taking a picture of that? I want to get a candlelight in there because any flame really sort of just accentuates. It's going to be dark, but anyway, let's take a quick picture. I can always come back. So anyway, yeah. So you know, it's always personal taste, Jack, isn't it? But yeah, let's go and check before I go up to Winterhold. Let's go and check Whiterun and some of the interiors and see, because like I said, I've just made some edits as well, and just make sure those interiors look as good as they have been doing. And again, I'm getting the frames aren't moving, but my computer seems to be struggling a bit more today. Maybe it's just me. But I have got to do some tests with OBS today. Oh, this is really dark actually, and I've got no light sources on me. I mean, see, I don't mind that. I don't mind that at all. I just need a torch. Let's go inside and have a look. But again, of course, folks, I'll show you in a sec. Nice. These interiors, you can, by changing the interior light settings, you can make your interiors brighter or darker, but you'll also affect the shadows
If you have need of hunting supplies, then
when
you
you
come to my place.
change them, okay? The shadow intensity will increase if you go up or down with your value. Well, decrease or increase depending if you go up or down. If I do that, look, and the shadows even become even more accentuated, I think, than when it's a little bit darker. And that looks really nice. So yeah, I'm really pleased with the interiors, Jack. They do look good. If I go to the exterior now, and I do the same thing with the E&B preset, I can also again into nights, yeah. If I go up by 2, I think. Oh, that's down. That's down. Go up by 1. So let's do one more then. That's a bit better, actually. So for streaming purposes, that's a little bit brighter. I'll leave it at that. It's still not that bright, but it is brighter. What I'll do is no, I won't. Actually, I'm going to keep it the way I have it, because that's the way I like it, alright? I'm just going to get some light sources. And I know that rain's really loud. Sorry, folks. All I need to do... I can't even see where I'm going. Jesus. I need some light sources. Hold on, where are we? Okay, that's there. Right. That's there. Hey, see, it's a real dark, thundery night. And I expect you can hardly hear me because I've got the lightning and thunder in my ear. But I like that. Look at that. That's me. I like that. That's realistic, folks. I really like this. I'm just going to go and get... I'm going to go on up to Dragon's Reach and get some spells. Okay? Okay, I've got up here without too much hassle. Can I get to the door? Ah, there we go. So those nights, especially on a you've just seen a real contrast, because what you've seen there is when we had the aurora and everything, it was really bright and nice, and then you had a real contrast of a stormy night, and it turned to a stormy night, and you had that dark sky in the dark town, and honestly, I like that. You see, I like that sort of contrast.
Seems this damn. Take a look.
So let's just pick up some lighting spells, because I do need to test, of course, how those lights, those magic lights, work within the E&B preset. Okay, so we'll just do that. Okay, that'll do. That's all I need.
You know, if you've got the aptitude, you should join the major.
Okay. What am I doing? I want candlelight, and I want mage light. Take that as well. Okay, let's see what is what. Candlelight, I've done that already. Okay. Ooh, like that effects there on the hands. All right. So we're now off to Winterhold Boats because I want to check these other collisions. Okay. And again at the top here, look, it's a good turn of frames in the rain as well. So I'm pleased about that. That's a positive, okay? Especially around this area, 60 frames around the top of Whiterun there. That's really good. You know, I like that. Where is the... Okay. Oh. It's a bit... What weather, eh? I've never known a night like it. I'm not looking forward to the journey home, neither. Arr. Yeah, okay, right. Okay. Oh, let's just do another interior. Oh, that'll be closed up. Oh no, we'll do that later. You know, you've seen the interiors anyway, so. So yeah, we've got quite a contrast here of nights. You know, you can see it what it's like when it's really stormy and rainy, And it, like I say, it is dark. There's a little bit more light outside of the town, I think. In fact, that's a bit of a contradiction, really. There isn't that many clouds. But that doesn't bother me either, really, that much. I don't know if it bothers you, let me know. Oh, that's why it's changing. Ah, okay. Alright, that's cool then. Alright, that's okay. That's why the clouds were clearing up and everything. The weather was changing. Okay, so where are we now? Okay. Where's the horseman? Where am I? Alright, okay. Oh, there's the marker, look.
I can take you to any of the... Where do you want to go?
And now we actually we've had a very good blend of the nights here, folks. Because let me just get to where I want to go. Because we just had a stormy night.
We'll be off.
We've had that strong aurora night, and now we've had a more subtle,
I can't wait
sort of middle of the range lighting. So actually, I'll tell you what, we've just seen in the last 5 minutes 3 distinct lighting effects of the nights, and I like them all. So I'm not going to be playing around with that at all.
You'd best hurry it up.
Okay, so let's check Winterhold then, and this patch, and the exterior frames mod with TPOSC, and see if we, or if I have, oh, that's nice as well. Oh, I'll tell you what, I'm really enjoying this stream today, and the coloration that I've got in the bark. I'm really liking this, folks. I still haven't got my fluffy snow back, but I will do that. I really like this, folks.
And what? You think that it's all
It's
over
wonderful.
your
Right, let's check these frames per second, and we are also looking for any textures popping in, or not just textures popping in, but cells popping in and out as well. Because if there's a conflict with exterior frames, then we're going to see it. Now, looking down on these LODs, my LOD generation's better because I'm not getting that flickering that I got yesterday, although I'm not quite sure what's going on down there. That looks a bit speckly to me, or whatever you call it. Like I said, I might change some settings in Beth INI. And again, I haven't got those poor water LOD seams that we saw in the previous versions of the streams and the previous version of Skyrim. That's been fixed as well by adjusting EMB settings. And again, as I said, I'll deal with that not in a stream video, but in a standard video that I do in my own private time, so I can be precise and concise and I don't waffle, folks. All right, because when I'm in stream I can waffle because I've got so much going on. That's good as well. That's good. Those stupid wolves aren't in the water like they. That's something else that's been fixed up as well. Oh no, that's the wrong one. Ah, lovely. So this is fun. I'm actually enjoying this today. Along with my testing. Touch wood. This is looking really nice. I like this. For my taste, I really like the CMB at the moment. It's given me some nice moments. Just check the water, alright, as well, coming in and out of the water with the EMV and these, because I know there's stereo. I've already been around this area, and like I said, I think I fixed it up because I haven't seen any flickering yet. That's lovely. Just love that sky and those mountains and those rocks. Oh yeah. Wow. That's why I love this game, folks. I mean, I know it's been around a long time now. But it's just the aesthetic pleasure that I get from it. I really like it. And the story still as well, to be honest with you. You know, I have no problem with the story either. So when we were running down the walkway here, we saw some flickering coming in and out. And we also saw it going back up to Winterhold. So far I've not seen anything. I think I'll get myself a cloud mod. I might try Ethereal Clouds next with the CMB preset. see how that works. And I've got this lovely walkway as well that looks like it's frozen, and that's just wonderful. And that comes with the particles. Oh, there's a bit of, that's where I've got to lower one of the walkways. They're crossing over, so I've got some flicker in there.
Yes?
But yeah, it doesn't look like so much a paint job as, you know, some of the walkways can do. Oh, what was that there? Was that just a lod coming in or changing? Oh, do you see on those rocks there, folks? Now, I know there is a plane marker. Now, we had it there. Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. I think what I might have to do... I wonder if that's Lux via. Or what I'm saying is, have I got my overwrites correct? Has that got anything to do with the plane markers of... Brilliant. That's good to hear, Jack. Yeah, I like Ethereal Clouds. Well, the reason I didn't run it is because I wanted to get my E and B frames spot on before I added that sort of mod, you know, and then I could see what that mod did, if anything, in terms of reducing frames. I'm just wondering if I've got my Lux Orbis overwrites correct, or my Lux... See there? Do you see there? That... Look at the ice in the background there. Yeah? Do you see that? I better check 2020's... I haven't overwritten 2020, or I haven't applied a patch that I should. Because it may not be exterior frames here that's doing that. I might have got that wrong, you know. Because there's no collision plane here, folks. I checked in the CK. I might be missing something. But it's really nice around here. I'm getting sidetracked with how nice I like the look of this game at the moment, folks. But yeah, that's either, like I say, because like I say, Lux Orbis, Lux Via changes a lot. What's going on? Oh, hold on. Hold on. This is not right. There is something. Oh, I bet you that's Lux Via. It's got to be. He's added new stuff. That's... Oh, is that... Oh, no, take it back. That is right. Oh, sorry. I'm having a nightmare here in terms of trying to assess what's going on here. No, hold on. That's not right. There was space behind that hat. This is new. This has been added. I swear it. And it's not by my mod. I'm sure there's a lot more clear space. There, do you see? I'm going to have to check what texture I'm using. I know it's 2020 actually. I'm using 2020, so... But there's something that's clashing with it. Even the icicles up there. Do you see that? Or... This is with the E and B off now, folks, of course. Or it's something with my E and B. I'm going to have to work out what that is. Because it's not doing it now, look. So it's more likely to do with the E and B then, I think. Something in... Oh, have I got my lens on? Hold on, let's just... Oh, yeah, let's take that off. Let's take that off. Now let's see if it happens. Ah! I think I found the culprit, folks. It's that lens I was... Oh, is it? Did I just see something? No, it's still doing it. Okay, I'll put that lens back on. I'll just apply change. Okay, I won't bore you with that now. I'll work that one out outside of stream, okay? But
Yes.
I don't think it is... I know there's plane markers, right, with the exterior frames mod that hang... or that are hanging or being suspended below the college. So it still could be the exterior frames mod because there's plane markers that are placed all through those rocks and all through at the top there. So it could be those plane markers because they're sitting above the gully valley, right? Actually, that's probably what it is. I'm going to have to probably disable the plane markers that are suspended below the College of Winterhold. Because what they're doing is they're playing and fucking around with that flickering of cells that they can do. Like you see at Iverstead, because if you're using exterior frames with TPOSC, right, go to Iverstead or whatever, and you'll see, and Markarth, and you'll see cells pop in and out because of the clashes between the two mods. So I think that's what I'm going to have to delete and disable those particular planes that have been placed underneath the college for it to work, for the gully and the textures behind, you know, underneath the college not to conflict. Possibly, I think that's what's going on.
Make it
I think that's probably the issue there. And the only way to know is to test my theory and disable those planes and see if it works. If not, then it could be a Lux Fire or Orbis crossover with a texture and I haven't patched correctly or something. But I'll work that one out. But anyway, let's carry on because we're going to see it now. We're going to see exactly the same thing happen up here. So I'm still going to stand with the fact I think it's the plane markers. Let's see, is it going to happen? Let's just, yeah, there you go. It still happens. So I think it's the plane markers of. Oh, what am I doing? And I'm in a fight. Sorry, folks. Okay. So I think, yeah, that's what we're. Oh, that's cool. That's what we're looking at. It's the plane markers that I still need to address. I've still got something to learn. Okay, right. But this looks really nice. I mean, forgive the popping in of the texture there, for whatever reason that's causing that, and I will find out what that is. This looks so nice. Oh, someone's just posted something on my Discord. So what I'm going to do is, because I do this for a reason as well. I'll tell you why in a minute if you wonder why I'm just going to quit to the main screen, right? That'll just give the GPU a bit of a rest as well, and the cache can be cleared and everything. I'm just going to go to see what's going on in the Discord a minute. Bear with me, folks. Oh, that's all right. It's just my video bin. Oh, okay. I thought someone might have put something of importance up in the Discord. Okay. Let's go back in game then. Let me just check the comments. Yeah, I like the Ethereal Clouds. Yep, that was the last comment. I'll be putting that back in the game soon. Okay. Right. What time is it? Okay. Time of day. Now you're going to bear with me now, folks, because I'm going to go into my own little head here, and I want to be very observant. So I'm just going to go quiet for a second. I want to test some stuff. Not right. I reckon. See what happens when we go here. See if we get any negative. Sorry, folks, if you join me or you're listening, and I've just gone dark, if you like, or quiet. I'm just doing some thinking on this area and this patch for the plane marker. Okay. Okay, I might as well show you this. I haven't really got any weapons. I really could do with some weapon. Oh. Cool. This is I can't remember what it's called. Misty Hollow. This is just a little test. Again, it'll be a backstory to TPOSC, sorry, questing version down the line. I might have to cheat here in terms of the enemies. Ooh. It's all nav mesh, so he should have no problems, unless the corridors are too small. I think they're actually too small for him, and he can only fight in this little area here. Which is a bit of an advantage, I suppose, but yeah, they are, mate. Yeah. Hi, mate. How you doing? Ooh, wow. Better watch my health here. I'm gonna end up dead. So you see, he can maneuver, but it's just a very tight area for him, and you have the advantage. Sorry, what am I looking for? Check my health here. Yeah, taking a bit of a hit. Oh, you're gonna die. Whew. Wow. Okay, so yeah, this is. I mean, I don't know why I've just got involved with showing you Misty Hollow here, which is a bit of a spoiler, but if you don't know TPOSC, but yeah. But again, this is all will be a questing version down the line. You know, this will be a quest. I suppose it doesn't hurt actually to check the lighting here, see how it looks. But I am going to have to check, see if there's any anomalies. Because I'm not going to survive this. Ooh. Ah. And then you get more spawns as you go along. He's already dead because I hit kill all, so you know, because he wasn't disabled, he's already been killed. Now you've got disabled enemies coming up that won't have been killed, or they shouldn't have been. There we. Is he already dead? Oh, he's already dead as well. Oh, because he's in the open. But he was enabled, obviously, that gargoyle. But these weren't. God dear me. Well, they were quite easy to kill. I'm surprised by that. He's not. Ooh. Oh, I better be careful, because if I go back that way, I'll hit the trigger. Oh, I've already hit it. Damn. Oh dear. Oh, finally I got him. So, because this is going to be prolonged for me, I haven't really got much weaponry. Ooh, that's cool. Oh, she was pretty easy. God. Oh, oh. Right, okay, I'm going to cheat. I just want to see what she's doing. This is all nav mesh, so I'm not quite sure why she's behaving like that. Oh, let's just get up here. There we go. Okay, maybe it's just that bridge. Maybe I just need to sort that bridge out. But it's all nav mesh. Maybe just a bit of small touch-up needed there. Yeah, right. Oh, I got you. Goodbye. Now... Come on. Ah! Excellent. Oh, look at that. Okay, right. So the next lot I'm just going to kill. And then you trigger these lot. And away you go. He's dead because he's obviously already in the cell. That gargoyle, if you wonder what happens there, you know, I did a kill all a minute ago. And that clears the cells of anything that hasn't been disabled. And is not being triggered, you know. So that's why that happens, okay? If you want to know what's going on there. Okay. Okay, right, so that's that. So that's Misty Hollow, folks. And again, what's that there? Is that a bit of light there? Is so Misty Hollow. Looks like I need to do some lighting edits here. In here. So that was worth coming in then, because I've just picked up on some lighting edits that need sorting out for this E and B preset. And yeah, pretty much a CMB preset actually. So, and probably Lux Orbis maybe. But anyway, let's get back to checking some other areas out now, because I'm not gonna do as much as I did yesterday. I was pretty knackered by the end of yesterday's stream. My throat was really sore, so talk too much. Anyway, let's head now. Now give me your preferences. Okay, if you want me to go and check somewhere out, folks, say now. Okay, I've got the chat scroll to the bottom. I'm just going to say we're still checking. Our primary task is to check these frames per second, of course, in relation to the exterior frames per second mod, and to notice any. See what's going on. Is that acceptable? I don't know if that is. Look in the background there, folks. Right, right in the background, the tree lods there. Sometimes at certain times of day or certain lighting, they just seem a bit. I'll think on that. I'll work on that. But like I say, most of the things I'm seeing are only small touch-ups that are required. So, have you been to Shorestone? No, let's go there, Jack. We'll go to Shorestone. Shall we go via Windhelm up that long road? And let's do that, because I can check. Oh, I don't need to do that actually. We can travel normally and keep it true by using the cart. Let's just. Oh shit! That's not what I meant to do. Of course, it's bear with me, folks. Being dense. Let's try that again. Let's start again. So yeah, I need to sort out that texture flickering, which I believe actually are the plane markers that are hanging, above this gully and affecting this gully. The same sort of effect like you see, like I say, at Iverstead, and you'll see at Markarth with cells popping in and out, or items popping in and out. So yeah, I think that's what that is. I'm going to have to disable those. Oh, this is where I want to be. But again, like this. Oh, and there's something else, folks. I don't know if any of you have ever noticed over here. Let me show you. This is a spoiler, but if you've never seen this, I'm just going to point this out. Again, there's a ship yonder, but there's also something else, which isn't on your map, but will come up if you approach it. And again, we're getting those textures jumping in here. So this is a serious area with the plane markers there. Now, if I bring up the map marker now, and there you go. Shadow Sword Retreat. Now, if you wonder what that is, if you don't find that first, and hopefully you won't, you'll be travelling around Skyrim, and where is it? Where is it? God, I can't even remember where it is. So many bloody. Where did I put it? Oh, there you go. Shadow Sword's End, right? If you end up there, near the Animo Fort, right, you'll find a diary there, and it's a cryptic diary. There won't be no map markers. It's just like it's just like a random find. You'll find a book and a backstory, and if you're observant and you pay any attention to TPOSC and the mod you're playing, and you play it for a while, you'll start picking up on these little connections everywhere, okay? And they're everywhere. You'll find other backstories at Markarth and Markarth Heights and all the rest of it, and they're all there for a purpose. And when you get to the TPOSC question version, which will be out in probably about a year and a half, you'll understand why. But these are all little things that I'm laying down. All these little breadcrumbs at the start of something much bigger in the future. But anyway, like I say, one man, so I could only do so much, and I'll get there. Anyway, let's get to the cart, and we're going to go to Shorestone then, as Jack's requested it, and we'll check the exterior frames per second as well, that mod with TPOSC. Look at that, I like that. I mean, this EMB isn't perfect yet, folks, but it is getting there.
Where do you want to go?
So we'll go to, we're going to go to Windhelm,
Climb and back.
and then we'll run up the road up to Shaw's Stone, okay? Because that'll allow us to go through some key areas that I'd like to test.
Been to Windhelm? Oldest city in Skyrim by some count. They say the big old palace there was built by Ysgramor himself.
What time is it? Okay, and then we'll get up to Shaw's Stone, folks, and I'll probably call it a day then, because I need to have some lunch. Okay. Ooh. Actually, I've done that. Let's just give Mage Light a test a minute, alright? Let me just test Mage Light a minute. Okay, not really designed for exterior use. Okay.
It's no secret the Aretino boy is doing some ritual, trying to call the Dark Brotherhood.
Oh, wrong way. Going the wrong bloody way.
How can I help a brother Nor?
Let's have a drink actually, one minute. What's going on here? Ooh, don't feel like that. What are they doing? What are those cats doing? Investigate that later. There's a bit of I'll tell you, that's not so good. I don't know, is that? Okay. Alright, let's go through to the morning then, because I want some light, or at least if it's a bit lighter. So I can see what I'm doing, you can see what I'm doing. Oh, it's going to had to rain, didn't it? Oh, nice. What's that? Oh, is that vampirism? That's that vampir... Ah, right, okay. That's something else I've got to check as well. I've just realised I'm infected. I won't worry about that. I guess it's... Have I got a cure potion? I don't think I have. No, I haven't. I'm not going to worry about that. I can deal with that. What are we seeing there? Oh, again, what I've got to bear in mind now is I've got that vamp vision, haven't I? So it's going to change up... it's going to put that filter on. That's interesting to see how that filter... just reminds me. Let's use the Night Eye fix. And I'll apply that and see how that works. That might change things up as well. We'll apply that. And your opinions, folks. I want your opinions on this, all right? If you look in the background there, if you go right to the background, you've got the foreground. The foreground sort of looks fine. The frames are working okay at the moment. But you've got that sort of white, mountainous look to the background. What do you think of that? I mean, I don't know if I really like it. I know it's sort of reflecting the fog and the mist that's around it, but tell me what you think about that, if you've got any opinions on that, okay? Okay, let's again 55. So again, I'm just marking.
Someone stole your sweet roll.
Actually, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Actually, It is cure disease, isn't it? So player. That's okay then, mate. It's just me. Hi, Vinay. That's okay. That's just me being sensitive or overcritical. Then I do that sometimes. That's all right. If you think it's okay, I just thought maybe. Okay. What am I doing? Cure disease. I suppose it doesn't really matter, does it? So it's 0010 E. Oh, what did I do wrong? Player dot add item. Just go back to this. Bear with me, folks. Sorry about this. What I don't want to be doing is having that vampire effect on my site and affecting the day. I want to be able to judge the EMB without all that right now. I'll deal with that later. So that's why I want to cure this disease. So just bear with me a sec, okay? Just get the right. Okay, strictly, cheers. Let's just go back up. No, what am I doing? Oh, I need potions. I need the. I'm probably doing that wrong. Let's just get a spell then. Alchemy book. Let's just get a book. No, don't want a book. Don't want that. Potion of. Oh, is that the one? That might be the one. Okay, let's try that. Probably being dense here. Recipe, I don't want that, I want that. Potion of cure disease, that's O. Ah, brilliant. Sorry about that, folks. Thanks for your patience. Okay. Okay, because what I don't, hopefully that's cured the vampirism. Let's just level up while I'm here, I suppose. Okay, and now we'll get on up to Shorestone. And again, I like this coloration. Yeah, I guess the mountains do look like that. I mean, mine just seems... What I'm thinking about here, Vinay, is it just looks a bit more accentuated than the base game and maybe other EMBs I've used. But yeah, I guess you're right. There's nothing wrong with it. Maybe I'm just being a little bit sensitive with that. And again, look, for me, look, if you look in the distance there, what's going on there? That is a tree lodge, you see. Because they're more accentuated, the distance, the mountains, I feel you can see a tree lodge right above the, or just below the moons there, yeah? And it's really noticeable. It's like a pixel sticking out, which really pisses me off. So that's what I'm really thinking on. If I wasn't getting that with my LODs, I'd be all right. Although I did still have a -1 LOD. I don't know what's going on there, so I need to work that out. Okay. Let's just grab some armour, because I haven't got any armour. I don't really want that storm cloak. I'll tell you what. Bear with me a sec, folks. We will get to...
If you know any true sons from
I don't want to be fighting. I don't want to be fighting stormcloaks at the moment. I just want to get on up to Shorestone in a sec.
whoever did this.
That's so funny. Oh dear. Yeah, you see the tree. Yeah, so you see my point. That's what's getting on my wick really. Just it's small things, but like I say, I want to get all this sorted before I pull it out. Okay, right. Don't really need the helm. Just take that off. That's better. Okay, a bit of protection. Let's go then, folks. Let's go. Okay, nice. Yeah, so that you know, I think maybe you know, it's got to be something to do with my EMB preset. So it's little touches like that need sorting, and it could be linked to why the textures flicker. Though I don't think it is. I think that is the plane markers that I've been talking about. But anyway, let's mosey on. keep an eye on those frames as well. Sorry, folks, must be. Oh, that's not what I want. I need some bites here. Nice. But again, you know, this is what I like. The coloration of these lilies here, the coloration of and the depth of the texture of the roads. You know, the lighting of Lux on the holders here. I like the mountains now in the background. You know, so I like all this now. Again, Yeo gases. These are little traps. Okay, there's more than one around here, and sometimes it'll be triggered before you get to it if someone else is using magic. But I'll show you in a sec when we get to it. If you don't know, this is just a TPOSC spoiler. You'll find all sorts of little things like this in my mods. I mean, they're not nothing. You know, it's nothing major, but it's just little touches that I like. If I bring my hands out, it should be quite interesting. Oh my god! I think I died. Like, I didn't. How much health did that take? Oh, not too bad. But you got to realise, if you're low level, that's going to kill you. I mean, you got to understand. If you look at my, I said I needed some armour, but I'm actually sort of cheating with my stats. Okay. Ah, thank you. Yes, it is. Yeah, let's get rid of it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Jack. It could be. It could be. I've only just recently done that as well. I only just recently enabled that. So if that doesn't carry on doing that, I might try out Picturesque again, because I thought it was Picturesque, that part file that was doing that. So I might go back and try that again. Ah, okay. Well done, Jack. Thank you. Okay, so this I really like. This look, this wet look of this E&B. I'll tell you what, folks. I'm feeling just, you know, even though that tree pissed me off and I was a bit unsure about the mountains in the distance, I really do like everything else I'm seeing. The interiors are great. You know, I like all this. It's nicely coloured. It's good. This E&B preset, if that's what that was, Jack, you know, we're not far off being done with this E&B preset now. And then it is just getting this patch for exterior frames per second finished. Well done, Jack. It probably was. Well done. Thank you. Look at that. See, I just like what I'm running into here. Oh, must keep an eye on these frames as well. If you notice any drops and I miss it, let me know.
Leave me alone. I don't have time for this foolishness. Now come along.
Again, I have to run all these areas, folks, when I'm out of the stream as well, because it's not really you know, it's a good indicator, but it's not a guaranteed. It's not really a true test because the GPU is really being pulled upon. You know, of course, because of what I'm running. But, you know, I mean, in some places, it's really obvious, you know, that it's going to be what I think it is. So that's good, but for me, that looks really nice. Again, there's a big drop here, look. But it's not holding at 49 there, it flickered to 49. It's when a place, you know, when the frames per second really sticks up at a value is when it really needs to be sorted. Well, not when it really needs to be sorted, but when you really know you've got a real problem. Big fluctuations is a problem as well, and those plane markers need to be adjusted in patch 4 for TPOSC in exterior frames. And again, if you wonder what I'm on about, the mod that I'm talking about that we're testing here today. I tell you what, actually, it does feel a bit like that today. It's been a long road. I mean, you've been around for most of it. And I never, you know, I've always used an E&B, but I've never really explored it in great depth, right? I've always struggled with an E&B as well, to be honest with you, like most people do. There's a lot to learn with an E&B, you know? And no, mate, you don't need enhanced lights. Vinay, I'd get rid of enhanced lights and FX because that's just overkill. I think someone's made the odd patch for Luxfire or Lux and enhanced lights and FX. what I would say is, if you're just using the interior mod for enhanced lights and FX, and you use just Lux interiors and you had a patch for those, fine. But because you've got Lux Orbis, and because you've got Lux Fire, and if you're running an EMB, that's just overkill. Get rid of exterior enhanced lights and FX. As long as you've got the patches for it and you've got the juice, you could use the interiors, but I wouldn't bother. I mean, you know, I guess that's a personal. It's a personal choice, and as long as you've got the patches for it, then that's up to you. Just be aware that you would be potentially creating a lot of problems, lighting problems, if you haven't got the support patches. This is nice, the support patches for it. Yeah, I'm really pleased, folks, at the moment, what I'm seeing in this stream. I think we're getting there, and I'm not going to muck around. I'm going to zip file this EMB after this stream, and I'm going to leave it. I might down the line try Picturesque again, that part file that I can use, because the night sunsets just look so much more vibrant. But pretty much considering, don't forget, I'm also running. I'm also running. I've also increased my values for Lux Orbis in terms of the stream that I'm running up, you know, to you guys and girls. It's at, it's 1080 by 60 now. It was 1080 by 30 frames. So I'm asking more of the GPU, but I wanted to do that, and I wanted to test that as well, because I wanted to see how good this setup was. It's a measure, you know. I'm putting the whole system, you know. So yeah. What I do is now, you know, what I'll do is I've currently got a full data file backup jack. So I'm going to now everything's working really well, and I'm pretty confident of my EMB and all the textures and everything. That the current data copy that I've got is about maybe a week old, and I've been testing for a week now. Oh look at the background. I'm not seeing anything yet. So what I'll do is I'll probably delete that old data file. I might keep it because it's on a separate drive anyway, and then I'm going to do another copy of the whole data folder. So I've got everything, all the EMBs, all the current Skyrim version as a backup. That's what I'm doing. And then I individually back up my texture and mesh files before I go into Vortex and change anything up for the current data file as well. That's how I look after what I've got now, because it's just too much work to lose. It really is. This is a TPOSC border hold. I'm checking here. You know, I really want to check here because of Lux Via, which edits the area, and I've removed some units, and of course the frames per second mod as well. But again, it's looking really nice. I am really pleased with this, folks. You know, we haven't had no major frames performance where it's held at 45 or anything like that. Yes, we've had variations in the frames, but nothing major, so I'm really pleased with that. And yes, there's still a lot of work to be done, but I don't need to bother to chase that awful. Let's move on. Let's get up to Shore Stone. But so far, so good. Now, Jack, did you notice anything at Shore Stone that you want me to check out in any particular direction? Because you see, the thing is here as well. Oh. It ain't just about running up the hill. It's actually running down the hill as well to check an area. You know, to check this exterior frames mod, I have to go in the reverse direction of every direction I've gone in as well, and all around. So if you guys and girls are using here's a TPOSC Civil War spawn, folks, alright? And another TPOSC spoiler coming up. If you want some high powered armor, alright, this is my cheat armor that I use when I test. This is one set of cheats that you can find along the way, alright? I'm not going to use it, I'm not going to bother. I like what I've got on. I'll go for another 15 minutes, and then I'm going to call it a day, folks. We'll head on to rifting, and we'll double check some rifting. Oh, I'll tell you what, this is looking really nice, folks. I I'd like to see it without the rain, but either way,
What is it?
we've got to come back this way. So we'll, oh, I've just got to come out because my chat box has moved. Bear with me. No, okay. Right, let's go back in. Okay. There was another one. Sure, I saw another one. Okay, so this is all TPOSC edits as well, folks. And again, if you don't know, you'll find other elements of TPOSC, many elements added to the game, little traps. Oh, this is getting really heavy. This rain now. Oh, come on. Oh, there he is. A TPOSC trap, but this trap is actually really for if you're coming the other way. It's not going to hit you if you go this way. Probably not. See? Oh my god, bandits. Yeah, have some magic. Yeah. Who's the man? Woo! Yeah, I want to protect my pretty face. Right, here we go. Go on, get him. Let's have some fun. I've worked hard. Oop. Ah, stay still. Oh. 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 Now, there was another one. Let's put my HUD on as well, folks, so you can see what's going on. I forgot I haven't got that on. Okay, where's it to? Come on! Wait for him to come round now. I was hoping to be a poser and take him out. Distance. Okay, lovely jubbly. So, shore stone doesn't seem that problematic, Jack. Did you have any issues? If so, let me know. Let's just see, what's this other enemy? Was that? Oh, he's in the fort. He's probably up there. Let's just go round. Let's just go round this way a bit, just to check around the fort. Okay, just to check we don't get anything. I wish it had stopped raining. Well, I guess that's a good test too, Jack, because, you know, we can see if we get any funny anomalies with the rain. Oh, there you are. Good stuff. Okay, and take my helmet off now. Now my face has been protected. I'm a pretty boy and look after my face. And I don't have scars on it, you know. I want the girls to, you know. I'll never forget a story, actually. I'm going to go back Oh, okay. Well, so far so good, it seems. Let's hit my bandits trigger just outside the fort. Another TPOS aspect. A little band, you know. Here we go. There they are. Okay. I think they're quite tough, actually, as well. Some of them are, maybe. Oh, thank God. Okay. Right, let's just save that. I'm feeling a bit of pull on the system, but it's not a surprise, really. Okay, it's stopped raining. Okay. We'll have a run around here then. We'll see if we get any major dips, and they hold as well. See if we get any dips that hold. Woohoo! Hey hey! Hey hey! I'm feeling quite relieved actually, folks, to be honest here. I've felt quite miserable with this EMB preset for a long time. It's been a lot of hard work. And then all of a sudden things just come together, or pretty much, and you think, oh, thank God for that. It's a bit like when you're building a big mod as well. It tests you and it tests you and it tests you, and you just think like, oh, fuck, I'm drowning with this shit, you know, and then it just comes together, you know. Oh, that was a storm cloud. I thought I saw someone there. Ooh, cool. Oh, it's too slow for a screenshot. Damn. Oh, I didn't notice the frames. So if there's any major frames there, let me know. Let me know if there's any major frame drops there, folks. Okay. Okay, so we'll head to the south side where my settlement is, because I did tell you as well, just to finish off, that I edited south side and Whiterun as well, but when I actually did some correction work with the EMB and when I did some other stuff as well, patchwork, I noticed actually it was nothing to do with TPOSC. So, you know, if it ain't, there's an old saying, right? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'm sure you all heard that. So I just reverted back to the file. I did do a few, I left some of the landscape, sorry, I put back some of the landscape changes that I noticed, you know, where they didn't merge over very good, but very well. And I did a few other things that I noticed that I had changed in the file, but yeah, I left the nav mesh as it was and all the rest of it, and I reverted back to everything. So and like I say, unless I see something drastic, I'm going to leave it as it is, just making small edits, you know, where needed and where really required. Okay, so we've got the Khajiit here, which is good as well. Let's just pivot around. Okay, so this is nice because, as you know, Jack, we saw some.
How high? So many. Take a look.
We saw some big changes in the frames in previous streams, in the old version especially. So this is already feeling better actually with the Khajiit here. So I don't really need any. Let's not really worried about that. To warm sands. Okay, so okay. All right. Come on then. Don't let me down, frames. What time of day is it? All right. Okay. Just check those distance views as well. See if I think you might have been right about those the preset or whatever it was. Look at that. That's nice. I really like that. Yee flaming ha. No, any frame. Let's just focus on the frames a minute, and then I can look at the prettiness of the game. In different modes, first person mode, third person, so on and so forth, whatever. Spin round. Oh, let's take you.
What do you need, my friend? Lead the way.
She's badass. This girl's badass. Real badass mage. You know, if you're a sort of high level, you're going on a big adventure, and you need, and she's essential as well. And still, no major friendship. But just look at the coloration of their faces. Maybe a little bit too much saturation, maybe, for my taste. Time of day. Okay. Okay, that's good. Wow. Okay, folks. No signs of any of that distress in those frames, Jack. The windows are sorted as well, you'll notice, for the mod pack. That's because I got my LODs back. It was the LODs and all the changes that I made in that previous version where we had all that. Very, very nice. Very happy with that, folks. This touchwood, I don't want to tempt fate, but this has been a very nice stream in terms of not seeing too much in terms of the exterior frames per second mod. Winterhold being the biggest issue so far. In terms of the coloration of the E&B and the way the E&B is performing, in terms of the frames per second, that I'm running a badass fucking load order, alright? In terms of texture sizes and everything, with a big E&B preset, with a big stream setting as well. And my cards, touchwood's not let me down, and it's all looking really nice. Let's go into Riften, folks. Let's see if we can see anything of note in Riften and get up to these gate doors, alright? Because this is where it really showed a performance drop. Do you remember, Jack, in the last stream? And we're not getting it. Or not in the last stream, sorry. In the last Skyrim version, in the earlier streams. So this is good shit.
Hold back. Before I let you into Riften, for the privilege of entering this, it's been a pleasure doing business with you. Let
Brilliant.
me open the gate.
Let's just see if we get anything around here, folks, alright? And I am going to stop in a minute. Part of me wants to really carry on because I'm enjoying myself, and you know, spend so much time working hard and getting things right. You know, you don't always get to enjoy a stream like this, and I'm enjoying it. But I've got to eat. I'm feeling hungry. But again, look, 60.1. So I've got to stop. I'm just going to get into Riften. We'll check Riften, and then we'll have a break and go and have some food, and I'll catch up with you all tomorrow, okay?
Fine. If you won't listen to me, I'll find someone who will.
And again, very nice. Very, very nice.
I had another run-in with a
What time is it?
skill.
Be careful. The Thieves Guild has Maven Blackbriar at its back. One snap of her fingers and you could end up in Riften jail.
Hey, you, get over here.
They
I want
represent
to
the
talk to
reason
you.
I'm here. I can't just ignore them, Darren.
Quality leaves.
I just don't want you to leave.
Again, watch those frames, Nesbit.
Working
Oh,
at the Riften
nice.
fishery is tough.
Wow.
Put some coin in my pocket.
Wow. I know this is not going to be everyone's cup of tea, but what I'm looking at, into my eyes, I love this. 2020's stonework, the coloration.
New around Riften?
The NPCs have just got a little bit too much colour for my liking, but I guess that's the trade-off if you want a vibrant preset. I could drop it actually by 5, and I wouldn't probably lose too much in the overall feel. So I'll play around with that a little bit, but I don't really want to be playing around with too much. The frames are holding in the town, and it should do. You shouldn't have made any frames loss really in a small cell like this, even if you're using, you know, a big colours and everything. If you've got a decent graphics card, you know, shouldn't really be losing any frames unless there's a conflict or something. So that looks good. Let's go out the other side. I'm going to go just a tiny bit longer, just a little bit longer, all right? Because I want to go through.
Take my advice.
To the other side, because what I'm saying is to the farm and to the south side here, because there was noticeable frame drops in previous streams with the previous version, but since all my updates we shouldn't really have anything that drops and holds. We might get some fluctuations, but, and again, this is nice. I like the coloration, folks. I like what I'm seeing. Time of day. I'm looking forward to seeing the sunset actually around here. Let's see if we get any drops in the frames. Okay, and well, finally, I guess I'll say this, folks, for if you come along later. I know people that are already with me have support me, and I appreciate that. But if you can support the people of Skyrim with donations and this art, I work full-time at this. Support me on Nexus, or, you know, with votes or positive comments if you like what you see. Report any negatives as well. You know, you know, I need those too. If you know, if you see something wrong or whatever, spread the word if you like the mod. You know, any help is appreciated. But yeah, but as I say, I do this full time. That rain just kicked in quite nicely, I suppose. You watch, she's so badass. Yeah, she's hardcore, that mage. But again, you've got different followers, folks. Okay, so with different strengths and powers, some are weaker than others, and so on. That's what I'm saying. So we've got the rain coming in now, and the filter for the rain. and there's no real drops in the frame rates either. So again, perhaps, hopefully folks, in terms of the exterior frames per second mod, there won't be so much work. I hope so. At the moment, look at that, look at that. I mean, in terms of Winterhold, we have some issues I need to address, but so far it doesn't seem so bad. So anyway, I'm going to leave it there, folks. I'm going to get back to my patching for exterior frames per second. You know, the mod that's in this list, the exterior frames mod, that I've posted here in the chat box. I'm going to continue the patching for that in TPOSC. I'll come back tomorrow with another stream. Vinay, Strictly, Jack, anyone and everyone that's watching these streams, thanks so much for supporting TPOS, being with me and sharing your time with me. I've enjoyed it, especially today. I've really enjoyed it. I'm Nesbit, you're the People of Skyrim. Good gaming, folks. I'll catch you tomorrow, okay? Have a great day. See you, mate. Ta-ta.